I wanted to do a quick video on maintenance for my 20 foot by 48 inch pool. It's July 15th. I just added some algicide to my water. We keep getting a lot of rain. We had a heavy storm last night. It threw a whole bunch of debris in here. I did not have to drain water out this time, but I definitely added algicide. One thing you want to do if you get heavy rain, make sure your chlorine level is up. That'll help keep your water clean. So maintenance, I did cut the liner on this because I wasn't about to use the filter that came with this, and I installed a Hayward skimmer on here. I'll see if I can show you the top of that. 100% worth it. Look at all that debris that catches. I have a 1.5 horsepower pump running this pool. With a fan filter. 100% worth the upgrade. If you are in doubt, go ahead and do it. Promise you won't regret it. My pump basket's going to need to be cleaned. I do clean that every couple of weeks. I have a shut-off valve here, and I also have one over here so I can shut the water flow off and change out the pump basket and clean it with no problem. And it won't drain the pool. Maintenance for these, some things to consider. My pressure gauge gets fogged up, but as long as it doesn't get to 40, I'm good. And I just backwashed this a few days ago when we had all the remnants from Hurricane Beryl, because we got 4.5 inches of rain here. My pool was overflowing. Some things to consider on these settings. I'm not going to change it because my pump is on. You never, ever, under any circumstances, move this when your pump is on. You could really blow out your sand filter and do damage. But to drain the excess water out, I use this setting here, filter to waste, just pumped out the water. This is the setting I have it on when I winterize it, and I'm not using it to winterize it, to get it drained out. This setting here is when it's closed for the winter. Down here at the bottom on mine, if I can show you, it says backwash. I backwash about every 2 weeks on this pool. You do need to backwash, but again, make sure your pump is off. This here I use when I'm closing and opening my pool. It circulates the chemicals, but does not run the water through the sand filter. That's an important setting so you don't damage anything. This up here, right after I backwash, I do rinse for about 10 seconds. I backwash for a minute. That gets my water, and I check the hose. I usually check my backwash hose here and make sure the water is coming out clear. You will get nasty water when you first start the backwash cycle. But again, always make sure your pump is off before you change the settings on that. I've got really good pressure. This filter, I guess it does about 70 gallons a minute. And my pools are 8,241 gallons. So filters the complete pool in about 2 hours. So I really only run this pump a couple hours a day. My water stays pretty clear. I had to add algicide because I noticed the sides were getting a little bit slimy. My water's at 83 degrees. We've been getting quite a bit of rain, so I'm trying to keep up on that. Another thing, I see people do this a lot. This line right here, they fill their pool up to it. That's where it connects to the post. But usually they have this part stretched out here. I do not on mine, and I set it up like that on purpose. I did not want that to stretch out and rip out, so my pool's actually not as deep as it could be. It could be a little deeper, but we're happy with it deep enough. We did not want that to stretch out and rip out. Do not overfill your pool. It's not good for your frame, and it will rip out your liner. You can end up with a rip right in here or down along your seam. But this is our 3rd season with this pool, and it survived a couple really nasty storms. One, which was last night, it was bad, and we could get bad storms again tonight. And I'm always nervous when we get those because we have all these trees. I'm like, if one of them comes down into the pool, it's done. But I am insured, and I would hate to do a claim, but I absolutely would to have my pool. I am, in my opinion, though this isn't a fancy hard-sided pool, it's well worth the money. We're on our third season. We've got our money's worth out of it. My daughter's going to have a pool party later this week, and she's looking forward to it. Her friends are looking forward to it. I have a heavy-duty ladder mat to protect the bottom of the liner from getting ripped by the ladder, because that metal ladder, the pieces come off a lot. I've done a lot of things to try to keep this safe. There's a lot under this pool. You can't really see a whole lot, but there's sand, there's a ground cloth cover, there's horse stall mats, and there's a heavy-duty tarp. All of that is underneath this pool to protect the liner. So far, I have not had one pinhole leak. And if you look down here, you'll see that I supported the edge of the liner. So that protects it from pinhole leaks at the bottom. Again, this pool is not as deep as it could be. This could be stretched out to being down to about here. But we did that on purpose when we set this up. And I'm not sorry I did that. To me, it's kept the pool going. And then we upgraded. We hooked up our sand filter we already had from our previous pool. And our skimmer that we had from our previous pool. And I'm really happy with it. I don't regret those upgrades. I also spray and protect the frame with Bow-Shield T9. And this with the Vinyl 303 on the top to protect it from fraying. Will I have this pool forever? No. But if I get 5 seasons out of it, I'll be happy. And that's my goal at this point. So far, we're halfway through season 3. So, I'm really happy with it. But definitely do your filter maintenance. Keep your chlorine levels higher if it's raining. I have 4 tablets in my floater over there right now. And I'm adding a little bit of algicide every night after a heavy rain to prevent algae growth. And I'm brushing it. I have a pool brush. I also vacuumed it, but I didn't get everything out. If you look in here, you can see there's still stuff on the bottom. But I'll do it again tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get in it to vacuum it, because I can get it a lot cleaner when I get in the pool to vacuum it. But, well worth it. I'm happy with it. I hope everybody has a great summer.